Okay, apparently I'm live. There we go, folks. I am live, apparently. Happy Hogmanay. I'm trying to get other people in. Hello.
Hello.
Aha, aha, aha. I do have other people in. Hi, Christine. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Got
Lang,
about 45 minutes left, I think.
Langmayer Lumreek when it comes.
What the heck?
Langmayer Lumreek.
And I have no idea what you just said.
It's a Scottish thing. It means long may your chimney continue to smoke.
Ah, nice. Thank you.
It's a good luck thing. Yeah.
Thank you too.
I am trying to get this right. Okay, so if I go back to YouTube Studio, YouTube makes it harder and harder to do shit, man. So how's your
my chim
how's your night
my
been?
chimney's smoking right now.
Hey.
So who's coming to the hangout?
I honestly don't know. I just laid it out there.
It's just you and me so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently my camera's being used by something else. I don't know what, but let me stick on minicam and that might fix it.
You don't have to go on camera if you don't want. I'm not going on camera. I look like shit. Is Joe awake?
Who knows? Why won't this let me just see shit? Come on. YouTube, why did you have to make things difficult?
Excuse me. Did you get anything good for Christmas?
I got a few things. I mean, main thing was I got a whiskey blending kit.
Doesn't whiskey already come blended?
Oh no, 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 no. Good whiskey never comes blended. Not if you can help it.
Oh, I did not know that.
No, what good whiskey comes malted. Although a nice blend can help. It's good to have a nice blend, but
Are you drinking tonight?
oh god, yeah, I've been drinking all night.
Oh yeah, it's like 5 in the morning there, isn't it?
It is indeed. Right, one of these. Ah, there we go.
And you're still awake?
Oh yeah, it's like 4 in
Oh
the
wait,
morning, and
quite.
the last of my guests just left.
And you're having another one?
Of course,
Of course.
that's how we do things in
Should
Scotland, yo.
we just keep potting? That was my horrible attempt at a Scottish accent.
Well, my voice apparently is deciding to go now. But
Pardon
yeah, no, we
me?
still carry on.
Oh, the last year guest at your house?
Yeah, I had a beer and board game night.
What's
So
K do? That just came up on the screen.
yeah, that was to Mudbrooker. But yeah, no, I had a beer and board game night, or rather a booze and board game night.
Okay.
So that was quite fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
I did, I did not do anything for New Year's. I stayed at home,
All
but I
right.
live in the middle. I live in the middle of nowhere, so it's not like anyone could come over because I literally live in the woods. Um,
I could have badgered Andrew for you. Told him to get a tent and pitch in the garden. Come on.
I would have let. He could have come in the house.
Okay, I could
All
have told him to
right.
pitch in the tent in the kitchen. Hey,
Is it?
bud.
Is this me being here?
This is you being here.
All right.
Happy New Year, dude.
Happy New Year to you.
Langmay reek.
Oh, it is already.
And who is this?
It's the Mudbroker.
Ah,
Okay. Hello.
hello.
So yeah, I thought I'd have a Hogmanay funhouse. I can't do it true proper style of Scotland because I don't get the second off as a holiday.
Yeah.
No.
I know it's terrible. I mean, proper Scottish Hogmanay involves 2 days off,
Well, yeah.
whereas the English only get one off. But you know.
Bastards.
Wait, no, there's the button. There's the button that might get in my chat. Why? Why has YouTube gone into light mode? No. This is filthy and disgusting. So yeah,
Mud,
I've been
mud,
drinking.
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I've been drinking.
I have not. I had 2 glasses of wine at Christmas, though. Got really crazy.
How was your Christmas? Was it nice?
It was nice. Got clothes. Boring that part, but I gave good gifts. I gave my mom and a laptop, an iPad, and I gave my dad those cameras that go in your car in case the cops stop you or you're in an accident or something, so it records the incident.
Oh yeah, yeah, dashboard. Oh yeah.
Cameras that go in your car in case, yeah. So I don't trust the popo.
See, I want one of those, but only because I go when in the summer I go out in all the weird wee roads, and our roads are weirdly wee. I think my car is about the length of most roads in the Highlands,
Right.
and I've just got a Mazda 2. So I've got a hot hatchback, and the roads are like, oh shit! I remember you can't see my camera. The roads are just as wide as it, but they're two-way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That kind of that scares me. Your roads have huge hedges on either side and all these twists and turns, and the roads are so narrow that you can't really see oncoming traffic coming in time to get over. And even if you can, where do you go if the hedge is there? It's
Oh, there's
really,
passing
it's
places.
nerve-wracking. Ugh.
There's divots that you're supposed to go into to let people pass. I mean, the roads are 60 miles per hour as well.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They just drive into somebody's front yard. You gotta get around somebody.
It's all
Well, it's
good, man.
better than hitting someone.
Mud, I've not spoken to you in forever. How are you?
Oh, I've been pretty good. getting through the winter.
Oh yeah. Well, you know
Always a
how
big
warm
fun.
Wisconsin winters are.
Oh yeah, it's been pretty decent the last couple of weeks. Been above freezing, which is unusual for this time of year.
I was gonna say, anyone that pokes fun at climate change, I'm like, fuck off. It's been like near enough since 16 degrees centigrade in Scotland, whereas it's
Yeah.
normally -2.
Mhm.
16. Wow.
Alright? Today was about.
That's sweater weather. That's just perfect.
That's just too hot for me.
That's true.
It's people are like, climate change doesn't exist, and it's like, fuck off. We've had the hottest winter ever.
Yeah.
Hottest year. Look at Australia. Look at the floods in
Yeah.
what was it, Italy?
The fires in Australia are creating their own weather systems now.
Yep.
And get that nice firestorm effect going for you.
Yeah.
Then, then shade everything downwind so it has even more of a draw.
But don't forget, climate change isn't real, so the government isn't going to change a shit thing.
Yeah.
That's why people call me crazy, but I'm off here in the middle of nowhere with my beans and my rice just in case. Because I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the world to go to shit.
It's not crops. Crops will not be the thing to fight over. It'll be water.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I made sure that I have an artesian well. I have a cold spring, and I have a pond and a river, or like a stream on my property.
Well, you got the whole set then, eh?
Yeah.
Well, Scotland's pretty set too, to be fair. I mean, Loch Ness holds more water than England has in its entirety. Drinking water, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that monster shits in that water, and I don't know if I want to drink monster shit.
It's
Yeah.
purifying.
It was just a bad joke on my part. What I'm worried about is that Canada has a lot of water, and our neighbors to the south, no offense, will see that as something that belongs to them somehow and come and try and take it.
uh,
Isn't,
excuse us. We're a little thirsty and we need some, I don't know, wood. So you Canadians want to kind of move over? We'll be up shortly.
I
Yeah.
mean, isn't one of the Great Lakes already kind of drying up? Lake Erie, isn't it?
Well,
Uh,
Lake Erie has a problem with this green algae that's polluting it horribly right now as well.
yeah, see, can't remember if it's Erie or Huron. They've always had kind of a problem being, it doesn't get a real good flow through it and it's relatively shallow.
Yeah.
So they have a hell of a time with algae and with the water level dropping.
Mm.
But
Well,
Michigan and
what's the
Superior,
state next to Lake Erie? What's the state next to it?
Pennsylvania borders on it. I think Ohio does too, a little
Yeah, it's
bit.
Ohio. Ohio, they did some sort of research into the runoff from Ohio, and there's something going on there as well. I can't remember what it was exactly, but not good.
Yeah, probably
Probably.
lead.
Well, nitrates and phosphorus is a
Yeah.
big one for feeding algae.
It's probably lead. I mean, let's face it.
No, I
Could
think
be.
it's the cow shit.
I mean, that's what I reckon causes most boomers to be like boomers. Is lead poisoning.
Probably could be. Yeah,
I mean,
makes them little nuts.
Little lead is good for you.
I mean, we only just stopped putting lead in petrol, what, in the 80s?
Uh, Mid to late 70s.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the end of boomerism, so...
Could be.
And
They had
lead
a,
paint.
Yeah. Before they realised, hey, Guys, are we doing what the Romans do? What, you mean drinking out of lead? Kinda, but breathing it?
Well, you know, China still use lead paint, and they're using, like, when you get counterfeit products from China, they could be using products that aren't regulated that have lead in them. Still today.
Yeah, but lead makes good paint.
It does.
And it makes better engines, but still, you wouldn't want to breathe it.
Just
No.
because it says chip in the name doesn't mean you have to eat it. Or paint chips.
Yeah, it's not the same as potato chips.
Nope. Even with a dip.
Well, I found some Polish Cheetos. Speaking of crisps,
Polish Cheetos.
yeah, you get sweet chili flavor, spring onion. I think one's cheese.
Ooh, spring onion.
You get pizza flavor.
What flavor?
Pizza.
Oh yeah. You know what flavor I miss from when I was in the UK was prawn.
Oh yeah.
They don't have that here.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I once got hold of a whole box of Israeli bazooka bubble gum. I don't know if you have bazooka
How?
bubble gum.
Why?
I got it in it was a liquidation store, unclaimed freight kind of shit.
Yep.
They had a whole bunch. They had a whole bunch of it. It was, I don't know if Angus is familiar with bazooka bubble gum.
Never.
It's a little rectangle of bubble gum, and it has a little comic under the wrapper. And the comic was written in Hebrew.
Was it
about kosher for Passover? I don't know. I don't read Hebrew, but it was the same characters as had Bazooka Joe and whatever the hell the other guys were.
It was probably still the corniest jokes ever, but they were cute when you were a kid. You used to collect them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't got a clue what you're talking about with bazooka.
Yeah, it was just the name of.
Like Hubba Bubba, it's just a name.
Cheap bubble gum.
Okay. I loses the flavor in 5 seconds. Okay, I know it. Or at least I know the type.
Actually, Bazooka wasn't that bad. Bazooka lasted about a minute.
Yeah. Had a little more endurance than most.
Ooh, big time bubblegum.
Oh yeah.
I wish I had some wine, some red wine. All of a sudden, I feel like having a drink. I don't know why. Oh.
Well, I'm fairly getting towards drunk. Could be that.
Maybe that's. I hear you sipping it, and it's like I can hear you sipping your whatever you're drinking.
Just now, it's a pint of Adnams.
Never heard of it.
It's not.
Although I had this when I was in Scotland, I had this beer that tasted like pepper, like black pepper, and it was sold only in this one pub. It was very good.
Yeah, I think there's a lot America can learn, and Canada too, about beer. Like, it's not meant to be served chilled.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It totally is. No.
It's meant to be served at cellar temperature, cask temperature.
Well, I served room temperature beer there once in England, though, and that was not cellar temperature. Not wrong. And I know he did it on purpose because he heard my accent and he thought he'd freak me out. So I drank the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Cellar temperature is about 50 degrees, which isn't that much warmer than your average refrigerator.
The only thing that should be served chilled is lager, when it comes to that type of various beers. Because lager is brewed to be served at a colder temperature. Trust me, I'm Scottish. I drink a lot of it. I've still got an entire keg to drink downstairs. Well, a mini keg. So like 10 pints.
Well, that hardly counts.
I'd say 10 pints. Maybe about 11 in US pints.
Call that a pony keg.
Shit, this less than a 12 pack. Well, about a 12 pack.
Yeah. I mean, the stuff's alright. It's only 4.5%, but it'll do before I wire into the Jack Daniels Tennessee Fire stuff.
We've got this thing called, what's it called? Fireball whiskey?
I love
like
Fireball.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, should I have some of that?
You should make yourself some ginger brandy. Ginger brandy. Ginger bourbon.
I've got within reach gingerbread spiced rum.
Yeah.
Really?
It's really nice.
I make my own.
Ever have one explode on you? When you make your own beer and the beer caps pop off?
They only do that if you overprime them. So if you add too much sugar to the bottle or mix. So I tend to add about half a teaspoonful per bottle. And you never buy beer that has a... Okay, never buy beer that is sold in a clear bottle.
Definitely.
Because light changes the flavour of the beer.
Yep. Oh, 22 minutes to go to midnight.
Oh! I get to say Happy New Year again.
Yay! We're living in 2 different years right now.
You're so 2019. I'm so 2020.
I know.
It's a pity that 2019 doesn't rhyme with late. I could have done that whole, you're so 2008, I'm so... I'm so 2008, you're so 2000 late.
Yeah. Can't do that now.
No. Did I tell you, I taught my nephew how to make scrambled eggs properly?
How do you make them properly?
Okay, you break your eggs into the pan. You add maybe a tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons of butter. You gently mix it on the heat until the butter melts and you start to see the eggs starting to firm up. And then you take them off the heat for 30 seconds. Back on the heat for 30 seconds. Off the heat for 30 seconds. Back on the heat for 30 seconds. Off the heat finally. Add your salt, add your pepper, add whatever you like. And they'll start to firm up.
Okay, Gordon Ramsay.
I tell you, once I started doing the Gordon Ramsay technique, I love scrambled eggs. They are so custardy and delicious. They look like snot, don't get me wrong.
I was about to say they look fucking repulsive like that.
But they're tasty as fuck. So I taught my nephew, it's like my nephew was like, bet your scrambled eggs aren't as good as my dad's. And then I made them, and then he's like, they're the best things ever, show me how to make them. So I did. And then he FaceTimed me to say, I've made the scrambled eggs, let me show you. And I was like, that's nice, keep on practicing, you've slightly overcooked them.
Yeah. How old is he?
13.
Okay.
He doesn't have the patience to actually be a proper cook, but if I can teach him simple stuff, he'll be set.
Yeah.
Oh, the sooner that hops gets out of hoppy overtones get out of beer, the better. I prefer malty beers. Something with a bit of bite.
I prefer spirits to beer. Like vodka and vodka cran or something.
Eh,
Just
vodka's
yeah,
for lushes.
yeah.
I'll drink whatever's put
I
in front of me.
had 2 drinks at Christmas this month. That was my big splurge on alcohol.
My liver once again regrets that I live.
I had a time when my liver didn't speak to me back when I was still in the army. We weren't on speaking terms. It was pickled.
Yeah, I just know that mine is fucked, but hey ho. It's one of those
They
things.
can grow them in labs now.
Yeah,
You'll be
they can
fine.
grow them in labs. I just recognise that I probably won't make 60, so I don't give a damn.
Why do you think you won't make 60?
Um, chemo? The chemo I went through affected my heart and my lungs, so.
Oh, I didn't know you had cancer.
Oh yeah, back in. What was it now, Mudbroker? About.
Fuck, 2012, 11.
Yeah, 2012, yeah. Way
I'm
back when.
sorry to hear that.
I beat it, it's no worry.
Right on. My ex-boyfriend just had chemo. He's coming on his 2-year anniversary in 6 months, and he's looking forward to that because his rate of recurrence goes down dramatically if he makes the 2-year mark.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, because it was still he had very low odds. There's only 10% that it would come back, and it goes down to 2% if he can make 2 years.
Yeah,
So
nice. To be
just
fair,
spoke to him actually yesterday.
I had the easiest one to get. Like the one you want to
Skin
get if you're male.
cancer?
No, bollock cancer.
Skin. Oh, okay.
Testicle.
I didn't know that that was the best cancer to get when you were male.
It kind of is. It's the easiest one to treat, especially if it's
I
aggressive.
did not know.
So aggressive cancer is the easiest one to treat if it's bollock cancer. So
I did not know that. Oh,
yeah,
sorry. I'm not yawning at your story. I'm yawning because I'm tired.
I would. I've played the cancer card so often now.
Yeah.
I feel like I've still got like another 10 years of use out of it before everyone gets fed up.
Right on.
Yo, fuck you, I had cancer. Yeah, we know.
Right?
Yeah, my ex had I can't say the word, esophageal cancer.
Yeah.
Mm.
But he smokes like a racehorse, so probably why.
Oh, most likely.
That probably doesn't help.
No, and he hasn't stopped. Like, smokes weed, like, oh my god, so much weed.
The smoking is probably the worst part rather than the weed.
Yes, definitely, because of all the chemicals they add.
Well, imbibing it through the lungs is what's worse. Just anything you take in through the lungs like that could fuck you up quite badly. That's why smoke can
Yeah.
fuck you up badly. Just smoke in general
You
from a fire.
just, if you just stuck to edibles and quit smoking cigarettes,
Oh, you'd be fine.
yeah. I remember the last time my dad had an edible. My dad doesn't smoke weed, but my uncle and I went down to my other uncle's house that buys pot by the garbage bag full, and I'm not exaggerating. Um, we went down there and he had made Rice Krispie squares, and he gave us a bunch, and he gave us some butter, and then we dropped because he lives in Toronto. Drove north to my parents' house because it's halfway to our house, which is further north in the woods, right? And we dropped by my parents' house. They live in the woods too, and my dad goes, "Oh, I'll try some," and he ate a Rice Krispie. We're like, "Just eat half." No, no, I'm a big tough guy, right? Total. What's the bad masculinity? toxic
Toxic
masculinity
masculinity, yeah.
at work here, where he's like, "No, I can handle the whole thing," and he eats the whole thing, and he's like, "I don't know if you should call 911. I think I'm overdosing." We just laughed at him and laughed at him. So, Mud, how'd you get your nickname?
Oh, that's where I live, is Mudbrook. So
Not heard of that.
I am not just a Mudbrooker, I am the Mudbrooker.
Oh.
Oh yeah. It means, well, I'm not entitled to anybody's virginity, and I don't get to keep serfs, but I do get to go through anybody that dies. I get to go through their pockets for loose change first. So there is, some advantages to the title.
What are you, a coroner or a cop?
No.
Well, I've got to save my money. I'll be heading over
Why?
to Mississippi soon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm going back to visit Zelda.
When are you going again?
I'm going to end of February, start of March, so I get Mardi Gras.
Oh, nice.
But
Are you going to go to New Orleans?
hopefully not, because that's the one where everyone gets shot.
That's half the fun of Mardi Gras.
No, it's I don't know.
You get a free T-shirt.
The
I
reason I'm
went
going
to
over
America.
at this time of year
You
is
get
it's
free
cold.
beads, too.
Yeah, but he ain't got nice enough tits.
Yeah,
True.
that's true.
I mean, I do, but I mean, no, I'm
But
going
there's a
over.
lot of competition.
I'm going over in February, because it's colder.
Yes.
I mean, it's springtime weather for me. It's like 16 degrees, 10 degrees centigrade on average. So I'll be like tops off, walking around bare chested, all lovely and warm.
Bring a kilt.
I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it.
Just wear your kilt, no shirt.
Yeah, quite easily. That's normally the picture of the Tartan army that people get.
Yeah.
Um,
Just go commando. No underwear, just balls out.
I always do that. Doing
Of
it
course.
now. They're slapping about my chair. Yeah, no, I'm going
That'd be
over.
hilarious in Mississippi, though. Sorry, that would just be so hilarious.
I'm gonna freak them out again.
Yeah.
The thing is, I went over in May and it was too hot for me. I slept most of the day. Zelda was pregnant, so we couldn't really go out and get drunk. So this is our chance. She's not pregnant. It'll be cold enough for me to be active. I'm like an opposite lizard. The colder it gets, the more active I am.
Right. It's still gonna be warm, though.
Yeah, it'll still be like spring warm. It'll be like 8 to 10 degrees on average, so I'll find it warm.
Meanwhile, it'll be like minus 20 here.
But yeah, that's where the warmth is. And like I say, I'll be wandering around like with a top at most. Well, maybe some jeans. But it'll be...
Yeah, they'll arrest you if you don't wear pants there. And I don't mean underwear like you mean. I mean like pants like I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pack for tropical heat of 10 degrees centigrade.
Be sure and take your quinine pills with you so you don't get malaria.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I was
Where in Mississippi you're going, roughly?
Around about Biloxi and Gulfport.
Okay. Have you been there before? You said, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you know what to expect from the
I,
south.
I mean, I could have done the beach, but unfortunately, there was flesh-eating bugs last time. So going into the
What?
beach wasn't great.
What's flesh city mugs?
Yeah, flesh-eating bugs.
You mean mosquitoes?
Nope, I mean bacteria.
Oh, okay, that kind of bug. Sorry. Oh my. Why? Why was there,
Well, because it's Mississippi.
Yeah, pretty much.
and the EPA is no longer in existence?
Not really.
Okay, I have to add. I have to add it.
Are you gonna go to the beach this time? Well, it'll be kind of cold for the beach.
Nah, I'll be perfectly fine. Nice and warm.
Are you gonna go anywhere else other than Mississippi? You gonna take a drive?
While I can drive in the UK, I am not too confident in driving in the unsafe roads of America.
Oh, you'll fit right in Mississippi.
You mean I'll be safer?
Probably.
One thing I noticed in the States is the infamous one shoe phenomenon. There's highways, there's always one shoe on the side of the road for like every mile. I don't know why that is, but you just see them everywhere. There's like this random shoe at the side of the highway. It doesn't happen here. I haven't seen it in any other countries, but in the States, they're like everywhere.
There's a town not too far from here that sits down in a valley, and as you come up out of town, up to the top of the ridge, there was a guardrail, and the local kids have started nailing pairs of shoes on top of the guardrail posts. You know, that's kind of cool, but people are starting to stop and take pictures and shit, so we made them take them all down. Yeah, just
Oh
kids.
yeah.
It was just kids fucking around, you know, nailed a pair of shoes to the top of this post, and got to be a tradition for a few years.
Oh, I've seen that sort of thing before. I'm talking about like
Yeah,
back
just a
when I
stray
was,
stray shoe.
yeah, even when I was a kid and we drove to Florida when I was a kid, you'd see shoes at the side of the road. And I was like, how do you lose one shoe?
Well, was all left after the alligators got done with them.
No, but it's not just Florida. It's the whole way down. We drove there.
I honestly can't tell you. There's a kind of thing about leaving one glove on railings over here.
Well, next time you're in the States, take notice when you're driving down the road with someone else, because you're not driving,
Not a
and look
problem,
for
will do.
these random shoes. Is Zelda drive?
Yes, she does, yeah. She'll be picking me up from the airport.
Hey, you can always come up here and I'll give you some winter driving lessons.
I'm
Eat
Should
some
game.
still
donuts.
should still be plenty of snow on the ground by then.
Snow? Meh. It's the ice game I'm for.
Oh, it's the ice that's under the snow. Makes it all the more challenging.
Yeah, get up to do some donuts in some parking lots and stuff in the snow.
Oh yeah.
It's
Do
bad
you
enough
know,
having to learn the unsafe right-hand drive stuff. Well, statistically less safe right-hand drive. You guys haven't even mastered roundabouts yet.
oh,
We
we
have
got
roundabouts here.
I
yeah,
mean,
we
but in
got
the
them around
States.
here. It's because roundabouts are silly.
No, they're
Actually,
efficient.
they save time, and there are less accidents in roundabouts.
They're very efficient.
Yeah, if people know how to use them. When they're first introduced into communities like ours, when before we had them, obviously it took some adjustment. But after that adjustment period, things are fine now.
Have you guys got corkscrews roundabouts yet?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
What's a corkscrew roundabout? What do you mean?
People worry about them so much, but they're pretty easy to understand. It's like we have one in Inverness. Let me see if I can get one for you. There we go.
I don't like a roundabout with more than four roads shooting out of it. Anything more than that, unless it's a really big circle. I don't like one with more than 2 lanes.
There you go. That's the one in town.
oh yeah, them are always looks fun. Where's that one that's it's a roundabout, but it's basically set up as a pentagon, and it has a roundabout at each point of it.
Birmingham.
Uh,
I mean, it's
That
pretty
looks
simple
like
to
it'd be
understand. Once you go around it,
yeah.
like that
I
one I
don't
just
know,
sent
that
you
sounds
is.
complicated.
I mean, it's not the hardest. It's either first left, second left, or second left, third left, fourth left, or you're going for first right, or you're going all the way around back to fifth right, the exit that you just entered.
Oh my god, it says 1 minute to midnight.
Ooh!
It's 11 here.
No, so it is, so it is. So it is. I can do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing again.
I'll just tell you what it's 2 years. Or do you want me to do that?
Well, I'm watching the
I gotta
time.
go stand, look at my clock. I'll look at the clock here.
10,
Might not be right because it's a wall
9,
clock.
8,
Okay.
7,
8,
6,
7,
5,
6,
4,
5,
3,
4,
2,
3, 2,
1.
1.
Happy New Year
Happy
again!
New Year!
Hey.
And you
Now
say you've
don't
got an hour
fuck
to go
this
yet,
year up.
Mudbooker, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, we can do this. How many can I get in a year?
That wouldn't do any
Yeah,
good to get.
before my uncle, my roommate, went to bed, I just love doing stupid stuff like, oh, I'll see you next year before they went to bed, and I won't have another cigarette till next year, and stupid shit. Now I'm gonna have to wait a whole other year to do that stupid shit
Well, you've got an hour to do it.
with my broker, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't help to wake Zelda up. She's in the same time zone I am.
Oh, she's got a kid, you can't wake her up.
Oh, she's up. She just
They
can't
get her out
guarantee
here.
she'll join.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I invited her. Everywhere's shut right now except Tesco's. And I can't drive because I've been drinking too much.
What do you need to go to Tesco's for?
Nothing.
What's the problem?
I'm hungry, but I've got an entire bowl full of snacks that I laid out for tonight's party, right beside me.
Then just eat them.
I know.
I gotta go grab something to drink.
I just fancied a kebab.
I first didn't like kebab when I was in England.
Kebabs are so good when drunk.
Oh, and that's when I had. I was with. You might know him. Oh, what's his name? It's on YouTube. Dick Coughlin.
Yep.
Him, myself, and a guy named Nero went out drinking. Well, he didn't drink, but I drank and Nero drank, and then we had kebabs. Oh no, we all drank, and then we had kebabs. It was fun. And I spent a lot of time in England. I visited over 60 YouTubers back when I was still on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and I had some money before, because I was bipolar. I was giving all my money away. I was spending it all because I had a settlement from a car accident. And I put the money away so I could only get so much a month, and I can't break into it no matter what. Even if I had a life altering experience, I can't touch the money. I get so much a month now.
Okay.
Because I did spend a lot of money traveling, and I went and stayed with people and visited people. It was fun. It was a good time.
I wouldn't exactly call it a waste.
Oh no. But if people asked for like, oh, can you give me $1,000? I need it. I just give it to them. No questions asked. And I should have been asking questions, because I was ill. I was manic, so I think I was taken advantage of probably.
Probably, yeah.
Not by a lot of people. Not by a lot of people, but a couple. Oh, Richard the Dick Coughlin, that's his name.
Yep.
I think he would not stop talking. He talked straight for 4 hours. We could not get a word in edgewise.
That's about right for Coughlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just starting to get myself to the point where I can go about the place and have money to spend.
That's tough.
It's only taken me 27 years to get to the point where I'm in the black.
But you're there.
Finally.
I went from, I was in the black, I worked all my life, things were great, I had no dependents, I had expendable income, I traveled a lot, I worked a lot, I never owned a home, and then the car accident happened, I broke my spine, big depression, big drug use, settlement came through, still drug use, spent a lot of money on drugs, cleaned up my act, put the money away, and now I'm on a very fixed income, so it's very different now.
Mm.
I almost live month to month now. It's a very different lifestyle. But I do own a home now, so that's nice.
I'm working towards it.
Well, good for you.
I've got.
Oh, well, my bank, half, I'm paying a mortgage. Like, I bought half the house, which is pretty good.
Yeah, banks are shit for that.
Yeah. And it's not the first house I bought. I bought a house in the city at first, and then I sold that one and I moved up north.
Thankfully, the government here has put a first-time buyer scheme together, where if you
Yeah.
put something like, say, 5% of the deposit,
Yeah.
they'll cover like the rest of it.
Oh, the match?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Like if it's like the mortgage is like say 15% and you can cover 5%, they'll cover the 10%
Ooh, even better. That's good.
as long as you're a first time
We had
buyer.
a thing not quite as good as that, but we have these things called RSVPs, where you put money in for retirement, and you could take the money out of your retirement savings for your first time buyer, and for 10 years it would still be tax exempt as long as you paid it back. It was like a free loan.
Ah, see, the way that works is the government would take equity out the house value to 10%, however
Right.
much they matched. And you can buy some back to a certain amount. I think 10% is the lowest amount. So when you sold it, they got 10% of the house value.
I see.
Of course, the way around that is never to sell it.
Or to buy it back, buy the 10% back.
No, you can only like buy up to like 10%. So they've always got
Oh,
a
I see.
stake in the first. It's the only way they can make money back is if they've got a stake. So they're just
Gotcha.
like buying a stake, and a silent partners basically. You own all the rights, but they'll be like, well, when you sell it, we'll take a little bit of money out of you.
Yeah.
And they're hoping that, obviously, and real estate's a good investment, that your property value should go up, so they'll make money while helping out their citizens at the same time.
Yeah, it's a good scheme.
Yeah. I like
Well,
it.
well, shit. Makes me want to buy a house in Scotland now.
Ah, but you're not a first time buyer.
I am in Scotland.
Well, they're paying people to move to towns in Italy, so do that.
Yeah, but you kind of got to move from one right wing government to another.
Oh, that's true.
Wait till
And you're living with Italians.
wait until like we're independent, and then you'll be fine.
There's an oil rig just off the coast of England, and I think it's called Sealand, and it's independent nation, and you can apply, and anyone who applies will get a duke or duchess. So you could be, or a ladyship or whatever. I could become a lady of Sealand. So anywhere I would go, people would technically have to call me Lady Christine Pamplin, her ladyship or whatever it is. And men can do it too, obviously, for whatever the equivalent title is.
I can't.
Why not?
Americans aren't allowed to hold hereditary title or shit like that.
I mean, you're technically
Okay.
not allowed to give up your citizenship either.
You can be knighted, but it's considered an honorary knighthood, which would be an honorary honor, which is really kind of stupid.
To be fair, knighthoods are still full stop.
Well, yeah.
Considering some of the fucking warmongering assholes they've given knight, yes.
That ain't gonna be done till morning.
Oh my. Someone's installed seesaws at the US-Mexico border. Through the slats.
I saw that. They're pink seesaws?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, there's so many ways around it. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, it's 20 feet high. Cool. I've got two 21 feet high ladders. Next.
Yeah. A wall only works if you have somebody watching it.
Yeah. And people are like, yeah, but you see the US Border Force come at them. I'm like, yeah, because they did it near a US Border Force post.
Yeah.
If they did it in the middle of the fucking desert, no fuckers catching them.
No. I mean, there's huge stretches of the fucking border. It takes the Border Patrol 12, 14 hours to get there. If they get a call, hey, there's a bunch of illegals coming over the border. Oh, fuck, they're gone half a day before they even show up.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's more illegal Americans in Mexico than there are Mexicans in the States.
A lot of fucking Canadians in the U.S. too, illegal.
I'm sure. I don't know why.
Get
I
a
mean,
decent job.
it's most illegal aliens come in legally, so
Yeah, they just overstay their visa.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you do it. And then they like use a job. And it's not like in the UK where Labour implemented the fucking stupid thing where you've got to provide ID to get a job.
Uh,
Which is fucking daft and I fucking hate it, and it's been a thing for the last 22 years.
well, they're trying to keep all them Polacks out.
That's easy, give them some work, and if they do it quickly, they're Polish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Notice I didn't say effectively.
Yeah.
They will work quite happily, fastly, and effectively if they want to. I've
Oh
worked
yeah.
with many Polish folk, and they're wonderful workers. Most of them do it just as
Yes.
quickly as they can.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of Poles around here. You look at a ethnographic map of Wisconsin. There's kind of a big corridor that runs from Milwaukee and kind of tails off up by where I am. That's heavily Polish. I mean, it's a pretty safe bet that towns with names like Lublin and Poniatowski weren't settled by the Irish.
But a lot of Poles that go to the UK have to pay off their debt to whoever smuggled them in, so they get
Yeah,
working
Poles
pretty
don't need to
quick.
smuggle in. They're part of
Yeah,
the
What's
EU.
that?
yeah, got the
Pol-
EU passport.
yeah, they've
Maybe
got the
I'm
right to
thinking of
work.
another. Maybe I'm thinking of another group of people.
Chinese, they smuggle in different places.
Yeah, outside the EU generally.
I'm thinking
Usually
of an
Asians.
Eastern European country that doesn't have EU citizenship. Then
Don't worry, there'll be a Western one soon. Yeah.
the
Yeah, you
what
fuckers. Are
happened
you
there?
are you
What
ever gonna get on
happened?
with this fucking Brexit or not?
No, Brexit's happening now. Scotland
As of
might.
the last vote, yeah,
Scotland might fuck off.
have another vote to leave because of Brexit.
Yeah, we're trying to do it as legally as possible so it can't be challenged in the courts.
Good for you.
Problem is, there's a lot of arseholes that are champing at the bit, and they become right arseholes over it. We'll never vote SNP again if they don't give us a referendum. I'm like, fuck off. Look, the SNP are not my party. I'm not a member, but you gotta give it fucking time. See what the worst is, and if you don't have the people behind you, you can't expect the same swing from 2014 to happen in 2019. For starters, less
Hmm.
unknown. Like, there was a massive swing from like 20% yes to 45% yes by the time the referendum came around. But
Yeah,
you can't expect that sort of swing again. You need to convince people, talk to them, get them on your side. And it's people who are like soft to hard no. And I'm trying to get through to people on the independent side. Yes, most of us are socialist. Great. Scotland's always been a small C conservative country. You've got to talk to the right wing people and get them on your side. Much as we don't like it.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
nay fucker listens to me.
you know.
And yelling at them is not going to make them change their mind. You have to talk to them.
Okay, why is Uncle Buck trending in the UK on Twitter?
Don't know.
Ooh, Scotland's got lots of oil. He'd be fine.
We've got oil that's been used for the last 30 years. We possibly have more in the west coast, but because of the nuclear site, we can't exploit it. Oh, okay. So apparently, Uncle Buck was on TV.
Ah, that's a good movie.
It is.
Oh, doesn't it have that
John
comedian, big
Candy.
fat guy? Yeah. And
Yeah,
he
it's one of John
uses the
Candy's better films.
shovel. Yeah, he uses the big snow shovel to flip a massive pancake.
Yeah.
I always liked how he's there for the niece.
Yeah.
He's trying to getting a bit too me too on her, and he's Uncle Buck just turns out. He's like, "Hey, I've got a golf club. You better fucking run."
Drills him with a golf ball.
Yeah. I love Uncle Buck. It's also got Macaulay Culkin in it,
Yeah.
who's finally been making a comeback.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I saw him on a YouTube channel where they were attacking porch pirates with fake packages, and he was in on it. And these teams put together 10 packages, and they had cameras on 4 sides. And when you open the package, this thing would blow up basically ultra fine glitter and spread it around your house and deploy fart spray. And it was supposed to be play on how he defended, in Home Alone 2, how it sort of play on that.
I mean, Kevin was an absolute sociopath psychopath, sorry, not sociopath. I mean, some of the tricks he pulled would have killed people if it wasn't for a movie.
Yeah.
Yes, but it was a movie. And after you get hit in the head with this paint can, wouldn't you leave? You wouldn't keep trying to go in.
Generally, after I've burned the skin of my palm, I'd leave for a hospital.
Yeah. Yes.
How did you do that? My kids fucked about. Just fix me, damn it. And in the UK, I can say, just fix me, damn it, and it'll be all A-okay.
Yep, here too.
I wonder if I'll have insurance next month.
Oh no, you're losing your job.
Well, I don't have enough hours in for the year.
Oh.
That's just wrong.
Well, the bitch of it is, I was out of my trade for 10 years. And,
So yeah.
well, the insurance through the union, it's based employer contributions. You need basically, fuck, how long's it been? I think it's 400 hours a quarter to have your insurance. But since I started back after 10 years, I got to requalify all over again. Got to get 800 hours, which I don't think I have.
Okay, then you better be voting Warren or Sanders then, eh?
Eh.
Because we don't have
Hopefully
that noise
Bernie.
over here.
Neither one of them will get anything useful in.
No, we don't
Gotta
have that
get
noise.
rid of Mitch. Gotta get rid of Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh.
shoot him in the head.
Fucking A.
And don't care if he becomes a martyr, just shoot him.
I'm not a violent person. I'm not a violent person, but I wouldn't cry over him.
Come on, Americans are good at that. Someone's got to shoot him, surely.
Oh yeah. Well,
Traveling over there. I better not put myself in an FBI watch list.
Yeah.
No fly list. What? you're all you're all set to leave, right? And they pull you aside. So we hear you've been making videos and saying stuff on the internet.
Yeah, but it's usually only presidents we shoot. I don't think. Well, I think there's been one senator that got assassinated.
There's one vice president, but that was because he
And there
jumped in
was
front of
that
it.
female senator that was shot in the head. Wasn't there one female senator down in Texas? They shot her in the head.
Yeah, that was Arizona. She was a congressman,
Okay.
House of Representatives.
That's okay, she was a witch.
Ah,
She was a damn Democrat, that's why she was a witch.
yeah, I can't remember offhand if we had any senators shot while in office. I want to say maybe one, but I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I'm going down for another pint. I can't
All
bring
right.
the keg upstairs because it'll just skite all over the place. It's got to be stable and strong and totally Brexit.
I was watching. Bernie Sanders used to have a community channel or whatever TV program on one of those, public access things 30
Yeah,
years ago, and they had some excerpts from it on the Late Show, and it was it was so funny. He just looks the same. He looks
yeah,
exactly the same. Sounds the same too.
yeah.
Everything he was saying that he says today, he was saying back then.
I'd rather go with Pete Buttigieg or Buttigieg, however the fuck he says it.
Buttigieg.
Uh, he's got a body count.
Oh yeah?
He was in Afghanistan.
Isn't isn't he and he's for gun control, isn't he? Like he's a staunch
Uh,
gun control?
I don't think so. He wants to tighten up on the background checks, but
That's what I
yeah,
mean by gun control.
well, he
I
hasn't made
don't
a lot
mean
of.
gun elimination. I mean gun control, as in background checks and training.
He hasn't made much of an issue of it. He's kind of went along with some of it. But
I'm confusing him for someone else then.
but then again, I haven't paid him much attention in the past month or so. He might come out with a little stronger position. But yeah, that's the best way, regardless of party. Always vote for the candidate with a body count.
Yeah.
Historically, they've done better.
That's why I didn't mind, even though he was a Republican, I think, was John McCain. And I don't like Republicans at all. But I really liked him.
Yeah, he was pretty good until he decided to run for president. And then he pretty much told the far right line.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, but up till then, he was pretty decent.
Because he could have skipped the line when he was a war prisoner, and he
Yeah,
didn't. And when he got into politics, he was, said what he said, and he did what he said. And then as soon as he ran, he did flip. He flipped right away. Well, as long as the Democrats get in, it's not Trump, I'll be happy because even though I'm a Canadian, it does affect the world, and it does affect Canada, who the president of the United States is.
yeah. Trump is an idiot, but he's still got a fair chance of getting reelected.
He does.
And the thing is, it doesn't matter who gets elected. The economy's going to crash in about 2.5, 3 years.
Why do you think that?
It's pretty much cyclical, and with the tax cuts that they put in, the economy looks really good right now because all these corporations got a shitload of cash. And they started buying back their own stock for the most part,
That's right.
which drove the stock market way up, which is one of the big indicators of economics. And there's been a bit of hiring, but most of that's been because, they haven't really been hiring all that much for the past 10 years. It's been growing and doing all right. But the thing is, what's going to happen is eventually all this new money getting dumped in the stock market's going to dry up and it's going to start dropping hard, which will panic everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll all come crashing down. It's your basic bubble, economic bubble.
Yeah, they're predicting something as bad as the Great Depression, aren't they?
It could be. Depends on what gets done.
Well, I don't know what was so great about it.
That it was massive.
Yeah, but it sounds better than the so-so depression.
I think they meant in size. Impact.
Hey, hold on. I've got miniatures. There we go. I've got a mini Jack Daniels Tennessee Fire, a mini Jack Daniels Honey, and a miniature number 7. Also a
There
mini
you go.
Serrano. There was a bunch of them on sale.
I don't like Jack Daniels.
No, I'm not a big fan of Jack Daniels.
Too much rye.
I went to see where Jack Daniels was made when I was in Tennessee.
Well, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It gets me drunk occasionally.
That was a funny laugh.
Oh, I'm just laughing at what Matt just posted.
What did Matt say?
He posted a picture of Joe Biden grabbing a baby by the nuts.
What is with all the creepy? What is it with him and all the creepy touching?
It's a boomer thing, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I think it's the old thing of politicians should kiss babies, which I've always thought was kind of weird and shitty.
Did you see the Pope slap a woman's hand and give her the evil eye? She grabbed him and she said something to him, and he slaps her hand away from him.
You can't.
She could have said something like, "What about all the fucking priest child fuckers who slapped her?" I wonder what she said.
Hey, you heard the one?
That's what I would ask.
The priest and the papacy that covered it up for him? No, neither have I. Okay, this glass has had cherry sours, raspberry sours, gingerbread vodka, and now it's got Disaronno in it.
There you go.
I feel like I'm raiding the mini fridge.
You feel like a giant because of the little bottles.
I mean, this one's as big as my pinky. Have you seen the picture that people have mocked up of Joe Biden and Bush's brother, Jeb? Here you go. I'm posting it for you now. It's so wrong.
Uh,
Oh, that marzipan taste. Oh, it's so good.
Never really liked the taste of marzipan.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, I might prefer it, but it's nice. Nom nom nom. Especially when there's alcohol behind it.
Maybe then.
I mean, you could have it sour, you know, just some lime juice in there, or lemon juice or something to take out the sweetness.
Yeah.
Oh god. As people keep pointing out, 2000 is 20 years ago, which means Blink 182 first hit the scene in 22 years ago.
Oh my.
Right? With their shock album of having a female nurse model type person naked on the cover, but with all her bits hidden. Such shock, I guess. Another friend asked me today, what the fuck's Gab? Because someone sent it to him and they made an account and he's like, yeah, these people are arseholes, I can't do this. And then they asked me today, what the fuck's a Gab when it's at home? And I was like, oh, you mean the Nazi alternative to fucking Twitter? Which it is.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
It's a Nazi alternative to Twitter. They tried to make it become big, but they were Nazis,
Yeah.
so they got shut down quite a bit.
Good.
Free speech is critical, man.
yeah.
Yeah, free speech is. Are you ready for the consequences of free speech?
They never are.
No, they're not.
Here, I'll show you what I
Yeah,
did.
they always think that criticizing their viewpoint is somehow squashing their freedom of speech. It's like, no, you just expressed your freedom of speech, and now I'm expressing mine and telling you how you are fucking wrong.
Yeah. Your freedom of speech is only for the American government, fuckface.
Yeah,
You're right, so
not a private company.
Yep.
I don't know how much longer I can stay awake.
That did work.
Do it forever. Oh, what's this?
Who is that?
That's what I was
What's
doing
that?
for Christmas.
Oh,
Oh, stealing babies and eating them, you atheist?
Yeah,
All right, on.
that's a great nephew.
I'm just surprised you weren't dressed up as Santa.
I could never eat a baby. There's much too much for one person to eat.
Yeah, you gotta have to. You know, they're okay if you got like 5 or 6 over for dinner.
They're a bit
Yeah.
stringy.
Like a turkey. Gotta share that.
Not much flesh in them.
Are we all atheists here?
I think so.
Personally, I'm
Monk?
an atheist. I believe in myself.
Yes.
Thought you were a Zoroastrian.
Yeah, man. I spread the word of Yah.
Oh, that's a Rastafarian.
Ah, damn it. I don't know. They all kind of blend into one eventually.
Yeah, he's a Rastaman.
I mean, I was trying to explain to someone what anti-Semitism. I mean, anti-Zionism meant in the UK, and that didn't go down too well.
Ooh.
Yeah. In the UK, it means the government and the government's actions.
Exactly. It's not anti-Jew.
No, but it has been used as a flag by right wings, so it's like the circle game. It has been taken over by the right wing media,
Yeah.
so it now means that. But I was trying to
Hey,
explain
you know what you call a Jew flying an airplane?
a
A
Jew.
pilot?
Yeah, a pilot, you fucking anti-Semite.
And I was that close to pointing out how the original Zionists were terrorists using
Yeah,
bombings to spread their political views.
yeah. Menachem Begin, he was quite the terrorist in his day.
Yeah.
But fuck it, they were killing mostly Brits, so who cares?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. But yeah, it's trying to point out. It's like trying to point out to someone, Zionism isn't Semitism.
No.
Just like
No.
Judaism isn't all of Semitism, because there are other peoples that are Semites.
Yeah.
It's about the language, not the culture.
Dr. Ruth was a
And the
sniper.
government is sanctioning the killing of children and old people and cripples. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not anti-Jewish. I'm anti-Israel
I'm anti
government.
Netanyahu and his fucking mob.
Yes. Yes. They can be right-wing and be Jewish. It's crazy.
Well, Jews are quite right wing if you're going in more to the Orthodox side.
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah.
I still remember the first time I saw this woman. I was a nurse and I was working I was still a student nurse and I was working in a Jewish retirement home. And this woman came into one of the clinics that I was working in and she took off her sweater or something and I noticed the tattoo on her arm. And I started crying and I felt so embarrassed because here I am crying and she's the one who went through it, right? And I was apologetic and she's like, no, dear, it's okay. It's fine for you to cry. She's like consoling me. It was so bizarre.
Yeah, these sleeper things. They have different it causes different reactions.
And I was never a crier before. It took a lot and it just caught me off guard. Because, I knew about it. I always believed it. I was into documentaries and books about it and the war in general and that. And then to see it in light, in flesh and blood, it was so much more. I can't believe an entire nation stood by and just. And then and no offense, but I see the states and I see a third of their nation okay and openly okay about children in cages. Not that that's as bad as the Holocaust, but it's bad at the border and not wanting to do anything. It's crazy.
Yeah. What's worrying is looking at the two pictures, the one that Mudbrooker sent, just to completely divert from that heavy topic,
Okay, yeah, no problem.
and the picture I sent of Joe Biden.
I didn't see it.
It's hard
I
to tell
haven't
the
seen
difference
anything
between
yet.
the two.
I haven't seen Mudbrooker's picture.
It should be in the Skype chat.
No, I don't see it.
Oh, okay.
I see the stuff you put up.
Huh. Well, that'd be weird.
But I'm on my phone. I'm not on a computer. Maybe that's why.
Ah, that might be it. Okay.
I don't have a computer.
Ah, computer. Ah, well.
maybe I'll get one this year.
Well, I can tell you, everyone else is getting too drunk. There are no messages in the YouTube. Maybe it's because they're looking at my ugly face. Or my bedroom. I don't know what quite yet. Just what I expected, to be honest. It is Hogmanay.
Everyone's too drunk. Everyone else has a life. Oh well.
I had a life until 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh, you had a life till 5 in the morning. That's okay.
I had my beer and board games night.
I had the life I wanted tonight, which was quiet.
No. I know, I
Yeah.
tried to quiet Hogmanay once, it wasn't any good.
No.
I met some girl,
I'm gonna par-
swapped her number, lost the
Sorry.
phone.
I'm gonna party January 21st to January 28th. My ex-boyfriend's coming up to my parents' house. I'm babysitting their dog while they're on holiday, and we're gonna smoke and drink and fuck, and it's gonna be awesome.
Ah, no strings, eh?
What?
No
I don't know
strings,
what you
eh?
said. Oh, no strings. No, God, no.
Good. Life should be more like that.
That's how I want things. I don't want to be married. I don't want a boyfriend. Too much work, man. Think I want to cut my legs every day? No.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to pour myself another drink.
After that, eh?
Drinky, drinky, drinky. Oh, all that sexy talk. Oh,
did I gross you out or freak you out?
God no.
Oh, good.
We're talking
Uh,
me here.
I don't know. The idea of Canadians having sex is kind of squicky.
We
Does it
don't
make
do
you
it doggy
squiffy?
style. We do it moose style. I don't know. I just made that up. I don't know.
I mean, we're talking me here, and I don't get squiffed out for anyone.
All right.
And I've seen dead kids in videos.
Really?
Yeah, actual dead kids, yeah.
Where?
PSAs.
What's a PSA?
Public service announcement. I can't think what the American version is. Or the Canadian one. Public warning? I
Uh,
don't know.
that's PSA.
It is a PSA. Yeah, okay.
Public service announcements?
In
Yeah.
America, anyway. I don't know about them Canadians.
You know, stuff like don't do drugs. This is what you look like if you do drugs, and then they show a bunch of dead kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh. They would not show. They would not show dead kids on TV. Just wouldn't. Wouldn't be allowed.
In the UK during the 70s and 80s, all the public warning stuff, like don't play beside electric pylons and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god, they killed so many kids in the fake fantasy stuff. So many.
They
Don't
would
play
have
around
those here.
weirs. You will die. Next shot. Oh, there's the Grim Reaper pointing at a dead kid floating in the water.
They would have that here, but they would have like most obvious fake blood on a dummy. You know, like a
Oh no,
mannequin.
this shit looked realistic. They had one about the farm, and it was 12 minutes of kids playing about a farm, an actual working farm, and they'd
Yeah.
slowly pick them off one by one. It was brilliant. You'd have one drowning in slurry, another one was like
Uh,
standing like a dumbass in front of a tractor and just like, ah,
Not running away.
yeah,
uh,
I've seen real dead bodies in real life,
did you have
but
any of them get gassed in a silo?
yeah, no. They were playing cowboys and Indians at one point in the barn, and one got speared on a fucking forklift tractor. 70s and 80s, British public education films did not fuck about.
Uh,
no, apparently not.
They drowned the kids, they electrocuted the kids, they had them picked up by strangers.
Did they
died
run
on
them over
farms.
with trains and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Electrocute them?
Oh yeah, the kids were electrocuted, no problem.
Yeah. Don't play with live wires and stuff like that. Don't climb the telephone poles.
It's great. You could see kids dying all the time. It was like an action movie.
yeah, nowadays they don't even let the coyote hit the ground when he runs off a cliff chasing the fucking roadrunner.
You're kidding me.
Oh yeah, they. I don't know if they
That
still
didn't
even.
fuck us up.
I don't know if they even still broadcast any cartoons Saturday mornings, but you know all the old Warner Brothers cartoons, they sanitized them, like in the '90s, early 2000s.
That's bull
Yeah.
because I grew up in the 90s and I watched all of it.
Well, you're in Scotland
That
too.
didn't fuck us up. We
No.
saw the
Okay,
Roadrunner get
America
killed
might be
all the
different.
time.
Yeah, they started sanitizing it.
America
The one
might be
with
weird. And that's coming from a country that swapped out ninja for hero.
Why?
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because they had nunchucks.
yeah, and there's nothing worse than a cartoon with two sticks tied together.
I mean, I've seen Hard Ticket to Hawaii. I've seen what they do with nunchucks. They use them wrong. Oh, look, there's a villain. Let me just throw my nunchucks at them. No, it's because nunchucks were seen as vicious weapons by the British Board of Arseholes.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, fuck off, Milo.
yeah, they changed the name of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles in the UK. Because they couldn't have a reference to ninjas.
That's awful.
So we got the theme tune Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles didn't make anyone become violent.
That's what you say
Remember,
now.
you know,
But what
Yeah.
about all those killers you have in
remember-
the States?
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah,
there's plenty.
think
I'm sure
about
there's
this,
plenty
so
of kids
these-
whack themselves in the nuts with a pair of nunchucks trying to be a ninja turtle.
well, that's just Darwinism. Anyway, they
I gotta
used
let
to
my dog
blame
out.
Catcher. They used to blame Catcher in the Rye for bad kids. I mean, they're always gonna find something in the media to blame.
I mean, if they were playing
It's
Catcher
not
in the Rye,
that.
they got the wrong message.
It was something wrong with the person, not the book.
That's like saying, you know, they played Animal Farm, but I don't know why they've become fascists now. They listened to Animals by Pink Floyd, but they got the wrong message.
Alright. Oh, he's setting his dog out.
Oh, we've got an actual comment.
What's that?
We've actually got someone watching this shit.
Hello!
Hello, the atheist brony.
And Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. For one half of Canada.
Where are you from?
Or one smidgen of America.
And what's Midget of America? That's right. And one half of Canada. Can
T
he type?
Comics saying Canadians having sex? Aren't you saying William Shatner making out with Justin Bieber doesn't turn you on?
Well, I got to
Oh,
admit,
he heard that part, did he?
I just got back.
Okay, we've got someone watching. Yay!
Oh my god. What I think about these hangouts is no one gives a shit who's watching. We're just shooting shit because we've not seen each other or
That's
talked to each other
right.
for like a long time.
Exactly.
Oh, wow! You're one of the ones that came to me from Logic. Huh. That's back in the day. Remembering how Logic was like on like 20 subs when I fucking talked to him and helped him boost his channel. Yeah. But hey, check me out. I don't make videos anymore.
Simply goes on YouTube, gets pissed drunk.
Well, yeah, except for I'm drunk, but I mean, that's forgivable, right?
Passes out live on camera.
I don't have a chippy tonight, so you're all good. You've got me straight. Except for the boxes of chocolates, the fancy chocolates that I found at Tesco's supermarket that were on sale on the 27th for like £2 a box.
Oh, because they're after Christmas, right?
Yeah, and then like 2 days later they went back up to full price of like £8 a box.
What?
Right? So I've eaten most of these ones. I've got like 2 or 3 packets of that. I've got my car boot is full of fucking chocolate because it was cheap as shit. Most of the booze I had for Hogmanay this year was cheap as shit because it was on sale. I gained 2 shot glasses, 3 tumblers, and 2 pint glasses.
You know what sucks here is they won't sell booze or alcohol. They can't put it on sale, really. I think they can knock off a couple bucks, but there's a limit. So they can't have extreme sales on alcohol, which really sucks. It's illegal. There's a minimum price.
And you wonder why nobody wants to live in Canada.
We've got
oh, please. Oh, no, hold on. Excuse me, Mr. America. Don't get me started. Canada is a beautiful place. So is America. Americans are nice, and so are Canadians.
I mean, I've been there a few times.
Oh, you've been in the South.
But I've been to 25 of your states, 6 of my provinces, and I still choose to live here. And there's a reason for it.
Free healthcare, biatch.
That's one of them.
And you're still hoping to get rid of Quebec, ain't you?
No, not at all. I love Quebec. Okay, I love Montreal.
French, but
no, they're Canadian. They're not French. They speak French.
They might argue
but they're
otherwise.
Canadian. What's that?
They might argue otherwise.
Well, some of them might. But I've met a lot of Quebecers that when I say, "Oh, you're French," they're like, "Excusez-moi, je suis Canadien." They're not French.
Yeah, but no nation which allows the speaking of French within its borders is ever taken seriously.
I wish I could speak French fluently. I can speak a little bit of French, but I'd love to be bilingual.
The only reason people pay attention to France is because they keep testing nukes every 3 years, just to remind everybody they've got them.
Not since the 90s.
No, they had one about 2010.
But um,
You know that the French are just gonna like, it's like their rifles. They shot once, dropped, you know, and then they just retreat. You could just pick them
see,
up. The
that's the
Germans didn't even
thing.
have to arm themselves.
As a
I don't know.
stereotype, it doesn't work out either because the French had one of the most effective armies ever in history.
Yes, I know. I'm just picking on the French because there's no one here to defend themselves, and I'm weak like that. I'm kidding. I love France too. They're great. I went to Paris. It was a lovely time.
Yeah, historically, French had done pretty well for themselves militarily, apart from pesky neighbors borrowing chunks of them every now and then. But ever since rifling became a big thing, the French army just hasn't really lived up to anything near its potential.
Despite
I think,
having the best special forces.
yeah,
No,
I
no,
think it's special. I think
no,
it's spitting projectiles throws them off their game.
They have got one of the best special forces. They train other special forces.
no.
They
I
do.
think the Russians a couple years ago had the best special forces. The Spetsnaz were really good. Mossad, like an
And
excellent. Uh,
I forget what they're
the
called now.
the Canadian Special Forces. I know you're not going to agree with me, but excellent.
And the French ones tend to teach them. The French still use
Well, they
revolvers.
must be top secret then, because
No, it's
they
I
keep they
forget their
keep it on
name.
the down low.
What
They
is
keep
it?
it on the
It's
down low.
It ain't the Foreign Legion.
no.
It's I know it's yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I can't think of them either.
What is their name? It's the Special Operations
Maybe our
Command.
guest knows. Maybe our one watcher knows.
But basically, they teach everyone else how to actually properly be special forces, and they use revolvers. They're the only special forces that use revolvers, including sniper revolvers.
No, I think the Russians had really. I don't know if they're still really good, but I think that I've watched a lot of them shoot and their training, and I was in awe. They were just fantastic. The
Uh,
Spetsnaz,
yeah,
fucking phenomenal,
but
phenomenal.
the French special forces they only recruit mimes because they're really good at infiltrating quietly.
Yeah, and giving hand signals in the field.
Yeah, that shit's important.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the French are some of the best.
Although they don't really blend in
I'll
well with
take
the
your word for it.
background.
Eh,
The striped shirt gives them away.
Yeah, black and white face paint and the striped shirt, it kind
look,
of stands out.
it's just like zebras, man. Zebras aren't seen by lions, so it's the stripiness, just like that.
Yeah,
Is there a problem
yeah,
that they come up against trichromal humans?
and I suppose who the fuck's gonna expect a mime?
Nobody expects a mime inquisition.
Nobody.
They never see it coming.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night,
Good
Yeah.
night.
Oh shit,
and
it's
to all a happy new year.
In
yeah,
fact, I'm 3 minutes
yes,
late and
Call me
say
a.
Happy New Year, broker.
yeah, it's three
Oh,
after 12. I didn't even
oh,
notice.
did I miss it? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right,
That
I
was a
made
joy
it
talking
to
to
your
you
New Year.
Americans.
That was my goal.
I should probably wander off to bed too.
Yep.
Okay.
Call me next if you have a hangout. I'll come again. Bye.
No worries.
Where's the button to get out of here? There
It's
it
the
is.
hangout one.
Had the wrong screen up. All right, yeah, I'll see you next time around.
Yeah, no worries, dude. And see ya, brony.